Hey guys, it's Madison. Thanks for joining me in this faithful home. Today we're going to talk about foods that I still eat in pregnancy that go against the normal guidelines of not recommended. Spoiler alert, it's all of them. If you're new to my channel, my name is Madison. I am pregnant with our rainbow baby boy. I have a daughter who is over a year and a half old. We had 2 miscarriages in between this pregnancy, and it's been a whirlwind. We're actually moving. We've got a lot going on, so I haven't posted as regularly, but trying to get back into the swing of things. So I thought it'd be fun to sit down today and talk about the common foods that women are often told they cannot eat in pregnancy and why I still eat them, because I'm a rebel, I guess. What can I say? If you're new to my channel, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button so you feel welcomed into this faithful home with me. I talk about being a Christian mother, a homemaker, a wife, a stay-at-home mom, and I talk a lot about pregnancy, so I'd love for you to join me on this channel. And without further ado, let's jump on into today's video. All right, like I mentioned, I pretty much still eat all of the foods that are not generally recommended by your doctors when you are pregnant. The only thing I give up is alcohol, and that should go without saying. I actually kind of gave up drinking at the beginning of the year after my first miscarriage that I had. I just decided, like, I'm done with alcohol. Like, I'll have a sip here and there of, like, if David has like a fruited sour that smells really good, but other than that, I had no desire, and pretty much the entire year of 2023, I have either been pregnant or going through a miscarriage. There's not really been a time to drink alcohol. That's not what this video is about. Anyways, just a kind of caveat on the fact that I still eat everything else. Alcohol is the only thing this pregnancy that I will for sure not consume. I am going to film a video that talks more about the 7 drinks that I enjoy in a pregnancy, so be looking for that. So I will post that probably in the next week or 2. Right now, let's jump through the list. The first thing on there, and these are in no particular order, this is kind of what I was thinking of, is raw sushi. I love sushi. It's so good. And my caveat is I will get raw sushi if it's from a reputable place, so a really nice sit-down restaurant that serves sushi. I will get a California roll, an Alaska roll. I am not afraid to eat sushi in pregnancy. It's all about moderation is what I believe. I will say that if I go to like Kroger or Publix, I will get their, like the veggie rolls, because obviously I don't trust the source just from the grocery store, but if I know it's from like a really nice restaurant, and I'm only gonna buy sushi from a really nice restaurant, or veggie rolls from the grocery store. The second thing is tuna. Tuna is really high in protein. It's a really easy snack to have with some crackers. It's not like that filling for me because I'll eat like 1 little pack or 1 can. And I don't eat it that often because I'm not necessarily in the mood for it, but when I want tuna, I'm gonna eat it. Number 3 is rare to medium rare steak. And again, this goes back to quality of your meat. So we actually purchase a cow from a local farmer. We get half a cow once a year. We split it with my parents, so we end up with a quarter of a cow. It's grass-fed, it's organic. We know it's very high quality meat, and it stays in our deep freezer, and then we will pull it out throughout the year and cook with it. So I am not worried about cooking my nice filet mignon rare to medium rare. That's how you should cook it. And I'm not worried about having undercooked meat because I know from the source where it came from, what it was fed, how it was handled and raised, and I know that it is good quality. It's actually way better than you would get at like any grocery store. So that alone tells me it's safe to consume undercooked. Number 4 is raw eggs. So primarily during the spring and summer, all the eggs I was consuming came from my own chickens. So now we have 9. We had 10, but 1 died. So we have 9 chickens that we have at my parents' house. They have a good sized run and coop, and we would collect eggs. We would get a lot of eggs. We actually ended up selling a lot of them too because we just had so many during their high production season that I was eating eggs constantly, and I knew exactly what they were getting fed. I knew what scraps we were feeding them, and I felt confident eating the runny yolk because it is so rich in micronutrients and it's so good. I love a good egg over easy on a piece of sourdough toast that I have made. Ooh, so good. And some bacon on top. Yep, Now that's what I want for lunch, but I'm not worried about that. Right now, as we get into the winter time and my girls have stopped laying for the season, I don't try to force lay and like supplement light or anything, so I just let them like live as they are. I do have to buy my eggs from the grocery store, but I make sure to buy very high quality eggs from as close to I can as like local farmers, local small mom and pop shops as possible, so that I know I am getting really good quality eggs. The next one is Deli Meat, and honestly, this one doesn't have any rhyme or reason of quality necessarily, because I'll go to like Jimmy John's and get a sub, or I'll go like to a nice restaurant and get a sandwich. But either way, I'm gonna eat a Deli Meat cold. Like, I'm not worried about the risk. I think it's listeria, is that right? The risk that you can contract it from deli meats, but the risk is already so low, and then the risk in pregnancy is still low. It's all about balancing the risk and reward. The reward is a lot of sandwiches. The risk is very minimal for me. My first trimester of this pregnancy specifically, I was eating a sandwich with deli meat every single day that I would make at home. I would make my own sourdough bread, and then I would put deli meat, bacon, avocado, cheese. Like, it was so good. But I think I ate so many in the first trimester that I'm kind of like burnt out on it. But I'll have a sandwich every now and then, just not as often anymore. But I'm not afraid to eat deli meat. I don't heat up the meat. I don't make sure that I get it hot. I will get a cold sub and eat it all day, every day. And the last thing is gonna kind of be a teaser into the next video that I was talking about, because it's not a food, it is a drink, but it is raw milk. Yes, I love me a good glass of raw milk. I get it from a local farmer. I buy 2 gallons of raw milk every week, and it is so good. And I will talk more about that in the video that is coming out soon about the 7 drinks that I enjoy this pregnancy. But I did want to throw that in as a little teaser for you guys. But that is going to be it for today's video, just talking about the things that I eat. I think it is really important for you to do your own research and your own education and make your own informed decisions when it comes to the food you're consuming, what you're doing to keep yourself healthy during pregnancy. One book that I will recommend is Real Food for Pregnancy. I read it when I was pregnant with my first daughter, and so I will leave that down in the description box below for you guys. Highly recommend that book. There's a bunch of other resources that you can find like on Instagram and people on YouTube that I follow, but that book is a good resource for you of why it is so important to eat real food to nourish your body while you're growing another human. So that would be my one recommendation. My other recommendation is obviously doing your own research and deciding what is right and what's comfortable for yourself, and talking to your medical professional about it. So I am really close with my midwives, and we talk about nutrition and my diet and everything as part of my normal natural care in our appointments. So I think that's very important. Educate yourself, research, find what's right for you, and this is what's right for me. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in another video very soon. Bye guys.